Hello, we are back and we are going to work question 13 from Practice Exam 5. These are payroll calculations, very simple though. This is just making sure you know how to calculate overtime and you know that you subtract out deductions to get either gross or net pay. Alright, so in this example we have Tim working 45 hours. A normal week is 40 hours, so right away you know that you'll have 5 hours of overtime for Tim. His regular earnings are 50, right? So you'll know you'll have regular earnings of 50 times 40. That's a regular week. Overtime is 1.5, so you have to figure out what's 1.5 times 50. Well, that's really not too hard to do, right? That's $75 per hour, and he's got 5 of those. So basically, to get at his gross pay, all we have to do is take regular earnings plus overtime, and that equals gross pay. So let's calculate that. Gross pay, right? Regular earnings is going to be 40 hours times, he makes $50 per hour. Right, so 40 times 50 is $2,000. Alright, overtime earnings, again, this is 1.5 times, so if you can't do that in your head, you just go 1.5 times 50 equals 75, right? Maybe it's 2, maybe it's 3, so not all overtime is time and a half. Alright, so we know his overtime rate is 75, so OT earnings equals 5 hours times that 75 per hour, right? And 5 times 75 is 375. So his gross pay equals $23.75. All right. So net pay is not too difficult. You subtract federal income tax, you subtract FICA, and you subtract Medicare. So these are given to you. In theory, I guess on an exam there might be something else. Maybe Tim purchases bonds, savings bonds, or maybe Tim has dental insurance or retirement set aside, something else he deducts. But in this case, it's pretty standard, normal things. So net pay is simply gross pay minus the things Tim has deducted. So net pay is gross pay less tax, FICA, and Medicare. All right, so gross pay and anything else that would be listed. So gross pay, we already decided, was $23.75. Tax is $150. FICA is $75. Medicare is $50. So $23.75 minus all those items gives us a net pay of $2,100. All right, so there you go. And on your exam, there'll be a spot where you write those down. But that's it. Of course, it's only worth 4 points, but net pay, gross pay. Keep in mind there could be something slightly different that is deducted. Could be overtime is not time and a half. It's double or triple, something like that. Other than that, that should be a pretty decent problem. All right, we'll move on to the next one.